We want to welcome you back to the Triple Thread Podcast. I'm Lamar.
And I'm Joey.
And we're excited today to be with my good friend, Greg Gunderson. Greg, welcome to the podcast.
Yes, awesome. Thanks for letting me join both of you. Yeah. Should be fun.
It's gonna be a great time. I call my good friend anybody that I love and I know long enough, or maybe just for a short time, I give him a nickname. And so he's known by Gundy to a lot of people, but I have really tricked that out, and he's Gunderino. He's a few different things, but we're excited that Greg is with us. So diving right into this thing called community and opportunity, Greg, give us kind of some background, where you grew up, where did kind of life take you, and we'll go from there.
The journey, grew up here in Middletown, moved to Trenton when I was 10, graduated from there, Edgewood High School. Ended up in baseball, played at UC as a pitcher, then was with the Phillies for 3 years. Left there, got into coaching, was coached for 10 years at the college level, UC, Eastern Kentucky, Michigan State. And then 2002, so 24 years ago, got out of the college coaching, and I have done private instruction for the past 24. Live back in Middletown. Actually live right next to the high school.
Wow.
In Middletown. So it's been a crazy journey of meeting all kinds of different people all over the country. You actually got to spend some time with a good friend of mine, Mark Mulder.
Yes, that was a blast. We got to enjoy that time with him out in Arizona.
When you're in Arizona, and but it's just a cool journey and meeting people. And then what's it been, about 5 years now for us?
How we met.
Remember
how we met?
Yes. Do you remember the story?
I don't. Can you tell? Because this is all about community. Did you hear the story?
A little bit.
Okay,
You're
okay. So lay it on us. Here we go.
So a friend of mine kept telling me about. I'd never met Lamar. You know, he runs Baraka Church. He's the pastor, the guy running it, and he's like, "Hey, Lamar this, Lamar that." I'm like, "No, I never met him. I've heard him." You know, and so we go to the Master's Mission.
Yeah,
I'm invited to the first one. You know, Jeff Turner, one of your guys here at Baraka, invites me to play with Randy, and I ride in with Randy, and we're sitting there, and he goes, "Hey, there's Lamar." I look over, and I'm like, "Where?" He goes, "Right over there." And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?"
I think I know where this is going.
And I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like, he goes, "He's there. He's in like a light blue, pullover." I'm like, "No, that guy's white."
Yes.
And I'm thinking Lamar, big black guy.
Yes.
And that's what I had in my mind.
Yeah.
And so that's the story of me meeting you.
That is the beginning. If we could probably do a whole episode, I'm serious, on what people have or who people thought I would be, just hearing my name, kind of the name out there. And so a lot of people, you're not the first, nor will you be the last. And that's why I say, like, to all of my friends out there, I'm just a little lighter, than you are, but I'm your brother. And so, so that was, we met there, and God's allowed us to continue in friendship. And I want to kind of go back. You hit on it, which is part of that journey. You talk about baseball. Were you a right-hand pitcher or a left-hand pitcher?
Righty.
Okay, so you're righty. And when did you kind of know, like, baseball was your sport? Were you a multi-sport athlete in school, or what did you?
Yeah, I played basketball in high school and a little bit of football here and there, but it was like once basketball was over, once I got to high school, because I was fortunate enough to play with Midland at the time, which was the biggest, best organization in the country.
Yes.
Summer baseball. I got to go as a 16-year-old. Hey, you can go play here, and then you start playing. You're like, well, I'm as good as these other guys. Mm-hmm. And guys going all over the country, draft picks. And then it was kind of like, okay, this is my route. Yeah. I could have played college basketball.
Yes.
Division II or III.
Okay.
I was.
You got some height.
Got some height.
Did you shoot the rock?
I could shoot the rock. I couldn't jump.
Yeah. Okay.
But I could shoot the rock.
All right.
But baseball was always kind of my way.
Yeah.
Because it's a piece where you love the process, the passion.
Yeah.
The part of it that's a game of failure.
Yeah.
and dealing with it. But
Yeah.
it was just, that was my route.
Yeah. I was reminded talking to a friend a couple of weeks ago, and he has a connection with one of the starters for the Reds. And there was an insight, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, that I had never considered, Joe. And you probably know where I'm going with this, Greg, but if you don't, I'll kind of set it up and let you take it. So when you see a baseball game and you were like, man, that's a great pitch. That, it just struck that batter out. That's a great pitch. It may be a great pitch from our point of view, but can you take it, Greg? Because it may not have been a great pitch from your point of view.
From the process of what you're trying to do when you work hitters and set them up.
Right.
There's a game plan as you go.
Right.
And with each hitter, and you're like, okay, if I get to here, I can get him out with this pitch.
Right.
I might not execute it, but my stuff was good enough.
Right.
But guys are like, okay, I got lucky on that one.
Right.
But I have to get better on the process of executing the pitch where it needs to be.
Which was really, to me, kind of like like eye-opening. Conversely, you and I will watch baseball, and you'll be like, that guy just crushed it. Like, Schwarb's just mashed it. And it was, from the pitcher's perspective, exactly where he wanted it to be. And he just beat him on the pitch.
And it happens.
Yeah.
And you tip as a pitcher or hitter, you tip your cap
right
to the hitter or the pitcher of whichever side of the lens you're on at the time. But that's the beauty of baseball, is that you can do everything right and still get beat.
That's amazing.
But it's the game of failure. There's the human element involved, because it's just different.
So you're growing up in baseball. You're finding out that you have a gift. You're honing your craft. You go to UC. Some people may not know this, but there's this guy. I'm showing my age a little bit. This guy by the name of Sandy Koufax. So Sandy Koufax, Joe, have you ever heard that name before?
I've heard the name, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Sandy Koufax is a world-renowned pitcher, but he was a UC player, baseball player.
He played at UC, I want to say, for 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know when I was there that, because he was prominent back in the mid-late 80s when I was there, and there were pictures of him around, and you're like, how did he get here?
Yeah.
But it was different back then.
Right. And so UC for you, how did you know UC was going to be the place? Because, I'm sure you had other offers.
It was weird. I didn't have a lot of offers.
Okay.
Out of high school, is that my dad went to Miami, played basketball there.
Love and honor.
Love and honor.
There you go.
Both of you?
Yes,
okay.
Both of us Miami grads.
And a cool place, great place. And I just didn't like the vibe. I was looking around. Mm-hmm. I had a couple smaller offers. And then late in the summer, because back then they would recruit your senior year.
Right.
More of. And I'm pitching, I don't know, July.
Uh-huh.
And head coach came out, saw me pitch a couple times, like, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the offer. And I'm like, went down, visited, loved the city.
Right.
Knew some guys that were there. I was like, okay, I'm good.
Right.
Because at the time, you see far enough from home. But from the baseball standpoint, we played in the Metro, which was like 2 or 3 in the country at the time.
Whoa.
With like when you start looking at conferences now, it's totally different with the NIL.
Right.
And all that. But it was Florida State, Southern Miss, Memphis, Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Louisville, Cincinnati.
Some solid
South Carolina.
Teams.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Wow.
Because every weekend, I think there were 6 or 7 ranked teams.
Yeah. So baseball is one of those, I think, incredible sports that we get to watch, or if we've played. Did you play Little League?
I played Little League. I was not very good.
I played Little League, too.
I was not a great athlete.
But I think that what people, if they don't get into a sport, they miss kind of that team.
I loved it.
And I think that when we talk about community and we talk about opportunity, some of the greatest lessons that we learn truly are when we're a part of a team.
I agree.
because it's, one person, it doesn't have to rest on the shoulders of one person, but you really have to learn how to deal with emotions, deal with people, deal with failure, deal with right. So for you growing up, like loving the game, was there in your mind, Greg, this thought of, hey, this could go someplace? What was the earliest recollection of, man, I wouldn't mind being a professional baseball player?
Once I got to college, because I was younger, like I was 17 when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
So I was the baby giraffe.
Okay.
Underdeveloped.
Same.
Wasn't that strong, but playing. And then I got in college, and then, my freshman year, I pitched in the rotation. Florida State, South Carolina, Southern, those are all ranked teams. And
so you're starting the rotation at UC as a freshman?
As a freshman.
That's big.
And, and could pitch.
Yeah.
I was a command guy, but then all of a sudden you get bigger and stronger. You start figuring out, hey, I'm pretty good.
All right.
You start looking around and going, well, okay, that guy's got really good arm. It's a different animal.
Right.
Freshman year in college, when you start figuring out, hey, I'm no different than anybody, a guy from Trenton, Ohio.
Right.
And you can compete on the national level.
But there's something in the water around here. I know I'm making kind of light of it, but this area has produced some phenomenal athletes.
Absolutely.
Not only baseball athletes, football athletes,
Judo,
Kayla Harrison, so there's a lot of great athletes from this area, and you're pitching. So tell us in college, like, if I'm going to say to you, Greg, what are your 3 best pitches in college? What would your 3 best pitches have been? Or did you have 4 best pitches?
I wasn't a big pitch guy. I was a command guy.
Okay.
Sinker curveball.
Okay. That was your pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't miss.
Okay. So your precision, that was your go-to pitch. This is going to strike this guy out.
Yeah. Or really, it's back in the day, when I played, it was like either he's going to be on base or he's going to be out within the first 3 pitches.
That was your mentality.
We attack.
Okay, so it's definitely like we're going at you. Was there a pitch count then, like in your mind and in your coach's mind, like this is where you need to be by first inning, second inning?
Well, yeah, 12 was the goal.
Okay.
Wow.
12 pitches an inning.
Wow.
And then 15 was.
So there's no wasting pitches.
Was a bad inning.
Okay.
You got to 15. So it's, the baseball now is a little bit different. Guys are throwing, 80, 90 pitches in 4 or 5 innings, to where it was like, no, we're going to fill the zone up. We're going to attack. We're going to make the game, we're going to have a 2-hour game.
Yeah.
With things. So that's just how it was back then. Yeah, you had some power guys.
Sure.
But it was like, fill the zone up. Let's go. Let's defend.
So tell us about the transition, because we're getting to the coaching, which I'm really interested in. Not that I'm not interested in your time with the Phillies, but there's a transition. There's always a bridge. So tell us kind of how things transition from UC, then into the Phillies organization, which literally would lead you into coaching.
Well, I got hurt my sophomore year, had surgery. When I came back, I couldn't start. I couldn't do the load of starting, so I became a reliever.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I became a closer.
Oh, wow.
My stuff got better.
Wow.
Because you're going in short spurts. And then I was hurt again my junior year. Only threw like 10 innings. Was supposed to be like a top 5 round guy. And so I'm pitching in the summer. I'm healthy. I'm having a great summer. Phillies come along. Tony Lucadella was the scout. Huey Higdon, which is the local bird dog guy here in Middletown, and had a great summer. And they're like, hey, we want to sign you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And did that. And then the Phillies for 3 years. Great experience. Was a pitcher of the month one year, one month in July of 90.
Wow.
But you learn a lot about the pro side of it. Mm-hmm. In college it was easy. Mm-hmm. And pro ball, a totally different animal.
Yeah.
Because it's an everyday, get after it
Yeah.
as best as you can.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
So the mentality you have to understand and do when you're a professional athlete.
Yeah. The mental, the grind.
Yeah, the physical is going to beat you up, but can this stay ahead of it? Because when your body gets tired, your mind can't. But normally when your body gets tired, your mind does go away.
How many times did you see, really exquisite athletic ability in guys, but their mental just was just shot?
Most of them.
Yeah.
But the guys in the big leagues, it's a cerebral game.
Yeah.
That the guys who make it, they stay healthy, so it's almost you're rolling the dice to stay healthy. But the mentality, they connect dots.
Okay.
To understand who they are, what they do, stay within a process, no different than you do here, with your podcast, with your church.
Right.
There's a game plan, and this is my game plan. I'm gonna stick with it. The guys who make it, some guys aren't any more gifted physically. P. Rose, you go back, the guys that he wasn't gifted.
Right.
His mind was. But if you looked at his tools, and I'm sure just guys that keep grinding, no matter what you do.
Yeah. The tenacity, if you will. That's So tell us something about maybe professional athletes that may be interesting to us, or something that we wouldn't consider, because obviously we're not anywhere close, but it's a different realm. But what would be one or two things maybe that would be surprising to me as an average Joe, like in a professional athlete's life?
So I've been fortunate enough to deal with between playing and being around players and coaches that played in the big leagues, because I never made it. And then I've had some other clients been in the big leagues. They want to be treated normal.
Yeah.
Like they understand the superstar stuff. They understand, what they do.
Yes.
They don't want yes people in their life. They got enough of those.
They want to hear the truth.
They want to hear the truth.
Right.
You spent some time with a buddy of mine, Mark Mulder.
Yep.
30.
Shout out, Mark. I will ask him right now. This is for you, Mark. How's Ted doing? We're just gonna leave it there.
Little backstory. That one. But
so,
Mark knows what it is.
Yeah. So and it was a great time. Obviously, Mark Mulder is one of those guys that, man, you know anything about baseball, you know the name. Not only did he have a great career, he was in broadcasting, but it was truly tremendous. And here's what was great: you're playing with a professional athlete, golf, who he hits the ball a mile, right? And yet, we're just having fun. And I am not a good golfer at all, but we just allowed ourselves, and it was a great time just to be with him on his course. I'm still a little bit bitter on the fact that we didn't get to go to Whisper Rock, which I hear the milkshakes are.
That's why you go.
Mind blowing.
You don't go for the golf; you go for the milkshake.
Isn't it crazy? But we had a great day, nonetheless.
Well, the key is the milkshakes.
The milkshakes.
They put ice cubes.
Ice cubes in the milkshakes.
Ice shavings.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
You went to Pinnacle Peak.
We went to Pinnacle Peak, and we had a great time. So yeah, they just want to be treated normal, and it's a community. And Greg, talk to us. Talk to us about community. Talk to us about what it means, what it looks like, because I think there are things in community that translate no matter if it's a team, if it's a social organization, if it's a hobby group coming together. Talk to us about community and what you've learned about community.
The community, it's just once you kind of get in and you're a part of it, you're accepted, or they bring you in, is that you can walk up. I'm walking up with you, somebody I've never met, but they're a part of the community too. And you go, hey, this is Greg. He's a part of us, and you're accepted. There's no getting vetted. Or here, you were telling me the story about being at the Crack Pot And you're like, hey, who is
When we
it?
saw Forbes, yeah.
Who's that guy sitting over there? Man, he looks familiar. And Lamar turns around, it's Kyle Schwarber.
Right.
Well, because you were with him, Kyle accepted you
Immediately.
right now. And that's how baseball is really that way because of
That's a great point.
just the social media, the notoriety, the things they do, and they're you know you're in a circle with those guys. If you're in the circle, you're in. And then, but if you bring like Mark, you know, hey Mark, Randy's coming out. Randy Combs is a mutual friend of ours. Coming out. Hey, Lamar wants to play golf with you. Yeah, what day?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, who's this, what? It was like,
He's with Randy.
he's with Randy, who he knows. Who
Yeah,
he's
he does.
met,
Yeah.
who's been on golf trips.
Yeah.
But he just said, okay, what day?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think it's any different here at Baraka because here, I didn't know anybody here when I met you.
Yeah.
I knew a few people,
Yeah.
you know, and everybody's been great.
Yeah. And through that, too, it's interesting that, you know, people introduce you to other people, and the beauty of us being introduced to other people, it's just widening this community band. We're going to talk more about coaching, and we're going to talk about that incredible hat, and we're going to talk about this do-good when we come back from break. So, Joe, take us to break.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and I was just going to mention the do-good thing. Greg, exciting conversation so far. But, folks, if you are listening and you're getting some value out of this and you might want to sponsor the podcast, check out the show notes, the description. We'll have an email address in there to contact us, but we appreciate you, and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, I'm really excited to announce that Dirty Big Secret is now on Amazon. That's right, it's now available for your friends and family, people that you work with, people you go to school with. Tell them about Dirty Big Secret. It truly is a life story, my life story about the need for you and I to be in community. And so I would so appreciate you telling people. I would also appreciate if this has meant a lot to you. I know a lot of you have told me how much it's touched your life. If it has meant something to you, would you please give an Amazon review, because that just helps people see the opportunity for them to pick up the book. So please help us out. Get the word out. Go to Amazon. Tell your friends. Tell your family. So excited. You can look at the link below. It'll take you right to that link. I'm excited. Woo! Celebrate with me. Dirty Big Secret. The need for community. It's real. Blessings to you.
Hey, we welcome you back to Triple Thread. We're here with Greg Gunderson, our friend that we have connected with, and we were talking baseball, and we were talking milkshakes, and we were talking. We're going to talk coaching, but before we talk coaching, why don't you, Joe? Let's dive into this incredible thing, and I would just show you this hat that I got to put on for the podcast. Man, look at that! I didn't even need to adjust it. Do good. This is my second Do Good product, and look at this. Shout out Aunt Jerry's world famous chocolate-covered treats. Greg, man, you, among other things, you're a chocolatier. Did you know that? Did you like that? You're a chocolatier.
Willy.
You're an entrepreneur.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
That's
So,
good.
so Joe, help us investigate this thing called Do Good.
Tell us more about it. We talked about it in the before we recorded
prior.
here.
So Do Good, a friend of mine, his dad, 30 years ago, diagnosed with cancer, was towards the end of his journey in it, and he wrote him a note, said, do good, come see me about this. Mm-hmm. So my buddy Craig Cliff goes to his dad, he goes, okay, Dad, what's up with this? He goes, this is not for you to do good, this is for you to do good for others as you move through life.
Okay.
And 25 years goes by, well, my buddy Craig gets cancer. And he comes to me and he goes, hey, I'm in treatment, it's terrible. I lose my hair, my lips hurt, my feet are cold, I have nothing to do. He goes, I got an idea. I want to do some apparel, sell it, and then we're going to give gift bags to these people that are in treatment. I'm like, well, what are we going to get? He goes, a ball cap or a skull cap, soft socks, chapstick, notepads, crossword puzzles. I'm like, okay, so this is actually his dad's handwriting
I love it.
that we converted into stitch, because people go, hey, what kind of font is this?
Right.
And
What
and
was
we
his
ju-
name? Cliff.
Craig Cliff.
So it's Cliff script, right?
Cliff script. There you
And
go.
we laugh about it, but we sell 2 of them. We had a big first year, and then Craig didn't want to be involved with it. It's still going.
Yeah.
And we just want to support people, because really it's a journey. You said you're a survivor.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about when you're
Absolutely.
sitting there for 6 to 8 hours in treatment.
Yeah.
Nothing to do, because it really becomes a village
It does.
to help you.
It does.
And it's what's really cool is when we do a gift bag with it, and we give the gift bag to the family, and they take it to the cancer patient,
Sure.
and I get pictures of them with the skull cap on or the soft socks or whatever, and they smile, and they always get, hey, they smiled today. And that's all we're trying to do is make their day
Bless.
today better.
Sure.
I think that, it's a powerful reminder that we all have the opportunity. There's that word again.
Yeah.
We all have the opportunity to touch people's lives. You may never meet these people, right? But you absolutely are investing in people. And I think we forget that. We so often want to maybe see how that blossoms, but you've seen it, you've witnessed it, but you may never really meet face to face those folks that need help and hope and healing. It's not easy to go through diagnosis and disease.
For sure.
And well, here I'll take over the podcast here and ask a question
Go ahead.
to both of you.
Go ahead.
What's the only way you can grow emotionally and spiritually?
What's the only way you can grow emotionally
adversity.
and spiritually?
Honestly,
I
through
would
hard
say
things.
you have to flex that muscle. You have to, we say if you're going to grow in your faith, you got to flex it. But I'm sure you're gonna smack us right here, right?
When I first started looking at it, this has been a few years ago, it was like, okay, how do I grow this way?
Right.
Emotional connection with other people.
That's certainly.
Stop.
Yeah.
Pause. What? Say it again.
Emotional connection with others.
You're not by yourself. You're not isolated.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think that. You're like, well, I'm meeting people and I'm doing. No. You have to connect.
There's a difference. Right.
And then they take it another step, is in the research and doing things, is I try to connect with a stranger every day.
Well, that takes you out of your comfort zones.
But you never know when you look at somebody, I'm big because I'm out and about and always on the road. You walk in a place and somebody's wearing a name tag. What's the most powerful thing you can do in life? Yeah. Say their name.
Say their name.
Hey Joe, how you doing today?
Big on that. I agree.
And that's
Hey Joe, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
How about you, Lamar?
Hey, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I've had a good day.
And sometimes
Greg?
I'm having a great day.
Fantastic.
Gunderino's having a great day.
I love it.
But I mean,
You're
that's
right.
It's huge.
because it might be the only time that person somebody says their name and asks them how
So
they're doing.
good.
They value, they pause to take time
Yeah.
to value that person in their presence. They name them, but right there, you just led us right to that path again in community. It is literally with others, connecting with others, not in, and there's the word community and there's the word opportunity, which is interesting because when you look at the word opportunity and community, what do we have?
Yeah, unity.
And I thought of something the other day. Ready for this? What do you find? UNITY. What's right in the middle of unity? Well, there I am. Now watch this. You remove the I from unity. What have you done? You've untied the opportunity. So think about that. So we are meant to be. We're meant to be in community. So spiritually, emotionally, we're connecting with people, and you have connected in so many ways. And do good is one of those ways. In fact, we want to know more about it, Joe.
I was going to say, if people are interested in supporting
Yes.
the good, how do they do it? Where do they go?
It's more of an underground. Grassroots, boots on the ground type is just through the community.
Yes.
You can contact me, contact Lamar.
I want to support you. I'm definitely
You
down.
can
Contact Joe.
Joe
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
I'll learn.
and we'll find what we do is we sell 2 hats, $2 for $50, and then we take the proceeds and do a gift bag so it's 2 for 1
It's good.
is how we do it, and we just give the proceeds back through. But all the apparel, like the skull cap, will say "Do Good."
Yeah.
And all that. So it's a really cool thing because as you go, is people need help,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's not that hard, and the hats are cool.
They're awesome.
This is a nice hat.
Well, this is
that
my
is a
second
nice hat.
piece of apparel, and this is really nice because Greg gave me some time ago. It's really, I don't know what you call the material, but it's like these fishing, kind of these neoprene-ish feeling, and it's a hoodie, and it's and I get a lot of people stop me. Like, what is that? I like that,
And
which is good.
That's the idea.
Yeah, because you want people
it.
to see
like
that.
what's Do Good.
Yeah. So
And it's a lightweight hoodie that we did some apparel because we've done some events.
Yeah.
Down at the Moorline House,
yeah.
Bengals games, things like that. But we do the theme, so all the colors we do color schemes for teams.
Oh, I love it.
We did some Jeff Weiler stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
Craig worked for Jeff Weiler.
Yeah.
So it's just if you want a team color, we can do that.
Now, speaking of teams, you coached a number of places, and you say that you do colors. You were a Michigan State coach, correct?
Yep, assistant.
So as you probably would do those colors and do good, but there may be another school in that state that you may not do
No,
colors.
we'll
for.
not do that.
Will
color.
not do that
No.
color.
Thank you.
The
Here, the
color,
thing-
the color that we will not name.
Yeah.
OH. Yeah.
yeah,
the-
I know.
the-
Yeah.
Here, the people of Michigan State dislike that team up north as
Yeah.
much as the people in the state of Ohio.
Ohio, yeah.
Yes. So I'm with you guys.
So if anybody's watching the podcast and you're a that color fan, hey man, and we're gonna have this is crazy.
Juan Helvey.
We're gonna we're gonna have coming up. You're gonna see them, man. We're gonna they need help and blessings too. There's gonna be some VIPers that we're probably not gonna call VIPers.
Maybe
but,
not.
But
So you don't discriminate on the podcast is what you're telling me.
we try not to. We're trying to stay within the conference, but nonetheless, your coaching, to me, it really matters because here's a man who, man, you made it, man. You excelled, but you're not stopping with your pouring into knowing coaching. In fact, you coach. You've done some coaching with my nephew. So I'm a 58-year-old man, and I say to you, Greg, what do you think the chances of me throwing, like in the next, I'm just asking, in the next month, could I throw under your tutelage a fastball at 55 miles an hour? All right, Joe.
Guaranteed this guy couldn't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But the problem is, it would be after we threw it, what would happen to your body?
The arm is going to.
We could probably push the limits.
Yeah.
But an oil change and
this
tire
dad-
rotation
this
won't
dad-
work.
This dad bod would feel it, right?
Yeah.
It would feel it. Yeah.
Yes.
So at your height of, and you went to relieving, and what were you throwing? What was your velocity that you were throwing?
Up to 94.
Wow, this is crazy.
But
I've always, is this crazy? And I think we've talked about this. I've always wanted to stand in a batter's box, being promised that I would not get hit by the pitch.
Nope.
But literally, I would want to see what it's like to be in the box, just to see what the crazy is of, and to see a 90+ mile an hour.
Terrifying, I would
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I've stood in on 100.
I'd be terrified.
goodness.
Of
Chapman, thank you. No.
yeah, client of mine that actually an Ohio State guy, TJ Brock,
Yeah.
who is with the Blue Jays and we're working in the off season. I'm like, hey, I want to stand in, because I would stand in with my guys so I could see it and feel it. You know, he's up to 100, 96 to 100 guy. Wow. And it's a different animal.
It's going to hurt.
Wow.
It's going to hurt.
Wow.
With it, but yeah, it
would be crazy. And when I hear players say things like this, yeah, I could see the rotation of the ball. I'm like, well, come on, man. Is that true?
2-seam, 4-seam.
Really?
Come on.
2 seams are vertical, 4 seams are across.
And so they know, quote unquote, what they think is coming, right?
If you're following a sequence,
Yeah.
you might be guessing a little bit.
Yeah.
But out of his hand, you can kind of see things, but you're looking for spin, but that's what you look for. Vertical spin is 2 seams.
Yeah.
Horizontal spin, or it'll actually look like a cue ball,
Yeah.
is 4-seam spin.
Wow. So take us to this, and as we kind of bring all this to a close, and it's gone quick. We said it go
Way
quick.
too fast.
Yeah. So take us in your mind to the most memorable game that you've ever been a part of, and it may shock us. I mean, but in your mind, take us to the most memorable game that you've ever participated in, and why was that so memorable?
It was. I'm done with coaching in college. I'm doing private instruction.
Wow.
And 2011, when Lakota East won the state championship, on that team, all their guys at some point in time came through to my private instruction piece, and their 2 top guys were the pitchers that I had, Evan Scott and Mike Conrad. And I remember this. I'm listening to it on radio. I didn't go to the game. I'm driving, and I hear the final out, and I forget who's in a car with me. Hey, state champs, I get goosebumps.
Oh yeah. Did you got emotional?
And the person goes, "You all right? You have goosebumps." I'm like, "This is awesome."
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, when you live through your players,
Yeah.
I help them.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like. I won a national championship in the summer.
Yeah.
So you understand that feeling, and all you want to do is, like, you have kids, right? You just want them to succeed.
Wow.
Whatever they do. Well, that's probably the most memorable one, of not being at a game, listening to it on the radio, and getting the same reaction of being there.
So you just said something that just, I was going to ask you, like, okay, so I asked you the most memorable game, and from the outside, here's what we would say. Well, you weren't there. In fact, you were distanced. You weren't even in the stands. In fact, you were listening to the radio. But I would argue you were there. Here's why I would argue you were there. Because of your mentoring, because of your tutelage, because of your training, because of your coaching. Reality is, you were there. You and your work that was placed into these young men was evident on the field that day, and would continue for the Mikes and the Evans. And I think, Greg, what reminds me powerfully of that story is that when Jesus was leaving the earth, he had invested and invested and invested in his followers. And then he said, now it's your turn, and now it's your time. And I think that you have given us, again, something to look into the lens of when it comes to community, and the power of the opportunity to really make a difference. Because the game of baseball came to, quote, an end of you participating in it, but you continued, and you continue with it as you pour your life, wisdom, knowledge into other people. And so that, to me, is powerful. Joe, final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you've reminded us communities built. It's one pitch at a time. Yep. And what you shared there just speaks highly of your character. Your joy came from someone else's success.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
And that's what I grabbed from that.
Yeah.
And that speaks a lot of you.
Yeah.
Great conversation. Thank you for your time today. I love just kind of sitting back and absorbing it all. I got through not whole. I got to like 8th grade, but that was a big part of my life as well.
Yeah.
My dad was my coach, so
Wow.
You remember that?
I do remember.
That's what's
that.
crazy about baseball.
Not
I don't know
whole.
about other sports.
I remember some of the particular plays, like, and I was not a great athlete, but it didn't matter.
Right here, if we won, we got 2 drink tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we lost, we only got 1.
Okay. Okay. You remember that?
Snow
wanna
cones,
win.
bubble gum.
Win.
Oh, I wanted a hot dog and a bag of chips
There you go. I love it.
when I'm 10. You know?
I do have one last question.
Okay.
So baseball today, they can pitches. You know, they can challenge pitches. What has that done to the game? I'm just curious because I see it now and I'm like, this seems crazy to me.
Well, the beauty of the game, the human element was involved.
Sure.
Because the game flows. You know, when you have umpires, they've got big zones, little zones, bottom half, top half, whatever it is. But there were like 855 challenges the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, here, if you keep winning your challenge, you keep getting them. No, give them 2.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like now they got pizza boxes on the bases. They're so big.
They're big.
It's changed, you know,
Yeah,
and I mean, things have to change and
Right.
progress.
Right.
Is it going in the right direction? I mean, for the traditionalists, no.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's keep doing good, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time. We appreciate
Thank you,
you.
both you guys. It was awesome. Do good.
Enjoyed it. We definitely will be supporting you as well. And if this, if you liked it, leave us a review. Like we said, follow us. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for being a part of the Triple Thread podcast. We'll see you soon.
All right. Be blessed, y'all.